Lorne. And I was thinking the other day that what the heck has happened to business cards? Garrett and I were talking. He went to South by Southwest last week, and he was observing that there wasn't or the week before, there wasn't any time that he saw anybody exchanging business cards. And of course, we don't do that anymore, really. I don't even know if anybody prints any as a matter of protocol, or I certainly don't go around and asking anybody for their business card. I just don't do it. But there was a time where the business card was so vital. You would pack it and put it in your suit pocket if you were a male, or in your purse if female, or wherever. You would never go anywhere without your business card. You wanted to greet someone. You wanted to very first of all say, and here's who I am. Here's something you get to know about me. My contact information is there. And of course, in some cultures, like the first time that I went to Japan, which was in the early 90s, oh my goodness, the most important thing we could do was to think about our business card, because it was such a vital way of greeting. It was classic, and you hear me talk about this, connect before content. That was the way you did it. And of course, with intentionality, we had our business cards with both English on one side and Japanese on the other, so we could be respectful of our hosts to say, hey, we know this is really important. And there was a certain protocol around honoring the business card, the way you two-handed gave it, the way you received it, and the way you looked at it and honored it when you received it. You never would just take it and fire it in your pocket or stick it in your, because you're the person you're greeting in the Japanese context in particular was part of the ritual, the honor of saying, I respect you, I see you, I see who you are as it's reflected on this card. And that was important. And gosh, the last thing, and this did happen to me, even though I was warned against it. I went to a meeting where I was one business card short. And oh my goodness, I mean, that is about as big of a faux pas as you can make, because you're standing there and you're saying to that last person, I'm sorry, I don't have a card for you. And in that situation was almost an unforgivable mistake on my part. But anyway, it's what you learn about at that time. It was such an interesting kind of an acknowledgement around the business card was not just a physical item. It was an exchange, a ritual, an acknowledgement, a respectful kind of way of sharing information about who you are. Now, what do we do now? And what is the leadership lesson behind all this? And I think is to just understand that even though that we don't often exchange business cards, we do exchange contact information, and we do have more information. But I rarely go in, and I can almost say never go to a meeting, a virtual meeting that I'm having. And even when I know someone, when I don't check in on their LinkedIn profile and just find out what they've been up to lately, what they've posted, if anything's new. And I make a point of it. And essentially, I'm receiving their business card kind of in advance of our meeting. And so this is an idea again about the value of connecting before content, that showing up and seeing each other, and we don't have the benefit often now physically of being able to hand out that card. But what is the replacement of that in a respectful kind of way as we evolve using technology and other platforms around us? What is the way of being able to see another person, to make a point that you are essentially giving them your card and you're receiving one from them? How might you do that? Now, internal people and people who know each other, there is still a little value around. That's where checking in comes. Hey, just, one or two words around how you're each feeling today, or you see a colleague you haven't seen for a while. Hey, before we get into checking in on a meeting, how you doing? What's going on? What's happening in your life? That's a little bit of, not quite the same because there was a certain formality, but on the external kind of way, when you're meeting someone maybe for the first time, if you can't give them a business card or you're not going to, what can you give them about yourself in some way that you can offer other than just sharing your contact on your phone or in other kind of way? How might you do that? Something to leave you just kind of wrestle around with. I'm thinking about it, and always trying to think about how we can advance each other as people in the workplace, how we can make workplaces better. Join us on Belongify. Think about the ICE 10 system, integrated cultural elements, whether they can apply around your culture. Hang out with us, be part of the conversation. And even if you can, join me on Twitch. We have a good conversation together. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and look forward to seeing another lead in. Bye for now.